On the set with me today is one of the right-wing wacko birds that Mike Mueller is the president of South Dakota Citizens for Liberty. And you and I jest about that because it's almost a badge of honor.
It is.
But I think it's important for our viewers to hear from you, president of a Tea Party group. What is your mission statement? Because I don't know, when we look at mission statements, how these politicians can malign the Tea Party is beyond me. Talk about your mission statement, Mike.
Thank you, Gordon. I'll just read it verbatim so I don't mess up and have any words minced. 5 principles. We will resist irresponsible tax and spend policies.
Well, now, wait a minute. That doesn't sound so irresponsible.
Seems like an achievable goal. We will defend our state and federal constitutions. We will clearly and passionately communicate principles of limited government to the citizens of our state. We will hold our elected officials accountable to principles of limited government.
Oh, now you're on thin ice.
That's the one we get a little pushback.
Yeah.
We will recruit, encourage, support, and evaluate candidates who will embrace our mission statement. So that's kind of incorporating all of them.
You know, that is a wonderful mission statement.
Thank you.
Wouldn't it be nice if all of our elected politicians would adopt that?
Well, I've had a thought that maybe I should go to the Republican Party, Pennington County Republican Party, or have a meeting and share these 5 items with them and see how many they agree with. If they would agree with these, then I could tell them what this is and say, well, you must be a Tea Party member because you believe in all of these.
You know, Mike, it's interesting that in recent polling, we've seen that about half of all registered Republicans in South Dakota support the Tea Party.
Okay.
And I suspect that the other half are comprised of people who don't really understand what the Tea Party is, or maybe they are not, in their heart of hearts, genuinely supportive of the Republican Party platform.
Well, the media has such a big megaphone when it comes to telling the public what is happening, who's doing this, what they're made of, and they can fill in the blanks and give all kinds of false pretenses, false information. And if somebody came to one of our meetings, we've had some people come to our meetings and been pleasantly surprised that we are not those wacko birds, as you say.
Yeah.
And we're pretty well grounded and pretty well informed.
Well, as you look around the landscape, and as you know, I've been to a lot of Tea Party meetings. I was part of the Tea Party movement back in '09 when it was really just beginning. And we were seeing people, several thousand people would gather because they were outraged at what the mainstream politicians were doing to us.
Right.
Now that outrage has seemingly subsided a bit, which I don't understand because it's only gotten worse.
Well, the election in 2010 was a statement from the Tea Party because of the sweep of the House and all of the things that happened in the benefit of the conservative cause. But that's faded drastically into the past. 2012 wasn't as strong. 2014, I hope we come back and get some more conservative folks in seats that we need them to make some effective change in the government.
Yes, and when you go to a Tea Party meeting, and if you have not been, you need to. What's the web address for Citizens for Liberty? We'll put it on the screen, Mike.
www.sdcitizensforliberty.com.
All right, SD like South Dakota, citizensforliberty.com.
Correct.
All right. And if you attended one of the meetings of Citizens for Liberty, you discover that there are a lot of very responsible, if you'll forgive me, normal folks.
Right.
Mike is a businessman, and he's someone who simply believes that this is a good mission statement. And these politicians who give lip service to this kind of a mission statement and then immediately run the other way for self-serving political gain. They want to be career politicians. They want to win favor by increasing government spending. No wonder they're upset with you, Mike.
Well, we've had 2 to 3 paid lobbyists. They pay their own way to be lobbyists in Pierre the last several sessions. Not sure what effect we have, but with a larger number of people attending a committee hearing or effectively calling their legislators and making things more accountable, as we said,
Yes.
the better we'll be. Just a few
Yep.
doesn't cut it.
That's true. And so, whether you're listening in North Dakota, Minnesota, or South Dakota, or seeing it on the internet and watching in Florida or California, there's a Tea Party meeting near you. If you can't make it to a Citizens for Liberty meeting, find your local Tea Party, go, and you'll discover a lot of people just like you.